me. Right up in what you had, Captain Crunch. All I had for brunch was bologna school lunch. A little cart of milk and a scoop cow punch. Scoop cow punch, scoop cow punch. Right up in what you had, Captain Crunch. All I had for brunch was bologna school lunch. A little cart of milk and a scoop cow punch. Scoop cow punch, scoop cow punch.
I'm a lit kid, man.
I know it ain't easy. Whoever said it would be easy. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot faze me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. I wake up in the zone, feeling so strong. Keep nothing on me down, but I know what's going on. They see it as pain, I see it as life. Take the good with the bad, it'll be alright. No matter what they bring to dim my light. I know it ain't easy, what could come without a fight. Bad days don't defeat me. Although I know it ain't easy. The haters getting hate, they don't defeat me. Yeah, mistreat yourself when you mistreat me. It'll be alright, alright. It'll be alright. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot faze me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. Hear me say, oh, right, oh, right, oh, right, oh, right. I know it ain't easy, but I know it's gonna be alright. Darkness cannot faze me. I walk through the dark to shine as bright. Can't no hate dismay me. I walk in love, there ain't no fight. Can't no weapons face me. Nothing for will dim my light. I know it ain't easy. Whoever said it would be easy. Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
I take the road.
Making groovy music, you can feel the sunshine, 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 sunshine.
I take the road.
Making groovy music, you can feel the sunshine. Thanking our universe for giving me sons. 3 kings standing in a waiting one. Got my soldiers by my side if it's a war we won. We won, yeah. Oh yeah, son. So many things I've got to tell you, yeah, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility you'll look at me differently. From the moment I looked into your eyes, I just knew my life would be more than alright. Knew my days had purpose, nights had peace. I still my arms at peace. And I'm also thankful that you have chosen me. Like my son.
Sunshine, I take the road.
Got me and my brothers whenever there's trouble. Dream team supreme, always taking W's. We keep it decent, don't get split till it's skeletal. I know that this is love. My mom always got my back, never lets me slack. She rise, she rise, she rise, never let me down. She rise, keep me motivated. She rise, always meditated. She rise, she rise. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. I take the low. Together we feel the sunshine, 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 sunshine. I take the low. Making good together we feel the sunshine. Always doing what it takes, always help me elevate. Try to keep me from the fake, keep me got me from the gate. Sorry I was in the way, did the time I had to pay. Now we back to better things, swear you my everything, yeah. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. When I'm up. Queen in the castle bell towers like tut. Like you tut. Always held me down, now I got you when I'm up. When I'm up. Queen of the castle bell towers like tut. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. Making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine. Sunshine, 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 sunshine. I take the low. Making groovy music, you can feel in the sunshine. I take the low.
Hey. It's your girl StarChougie here to shine a little light on another dark ass situation, man. I said it's your girl StarChougie here to shine a little light on another dark situation, man.
Well.
Man, welcome back. Okay.
Yeah.
We're so happy to be back here today with the lovely people.
Yeah.
We got some wonderful guests. I got my lovely co-host, aka the top model.
Yeah.
Top model friend.
Yeah, skinny big papa and all that. Friend
This
daddy.
nigga got many hats too.
Yeah.
He's the friend of all trades.
Yeah. I'm the trade of all jacks.
Damn, all right, that's the way. All right, so how was your week? We gonna start. How was your strong, good brother? How was your strong?
My strong? It was cool, man. I did a lot this week. Did some documentary editing, did some modeling, did some performing, did some fathering.
Yeah.
Did some working.
Okay.
Did some autism assistance. I mean,
Oh, you've been out here.
I've been, yeah, I did a lot. I did the most.
Listen,
But I ain't did enough.
You always do enough. Don't ever say that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't did enough.
You got to be grateful for where you are and what you've done. and
Looking
where
at
you've become.
houses and shit.
Oh, you doing all kinds of big really things out
I
here in
was
these
doing
streets.
all the time.
All right, I know that's right. All right, so we got our lovely first guest, Miss Aisha Abdullah. Aisha Abdullah is also a woman that wears many hats, you know, and she's an accountant. All right, and she's also an author, but we're going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead, young lady. What's your name and tell us where you're from?
My name is Aisha Abdullah. I'm from West Philadelphia.
Okay.
I'm an accountant, grant writer, anything capital, bring it up, helping people start businesses. That's what I love to do.
Yeah, so people go to you. You're like the financial guru, and people go to you for the goddams of it all when they want to be lit.
When they want them finances lit. You know what I'm talking about?
And they want to light up the bank statement.
Yes, energize those bank statements. Let's energize them.
Yes, positive energy over the bank
Bring
statements.
some light into this situation.
Yes.
Pass over the change.
Pass over the
change.
Oh, it's about to be a party going on around here.
guess
Oh,
it's
this
in
the
the
weekend before the
building.
It's
weekend.
about,
This
what's up,
is the
ladies?
strong.
Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah,
Hello.
y'all can just take a seat and y'all be up next.
Yeah.
That's just how we doing it around here at the BeeChougie Podcast. We got a lot of feminine energy in the building. We also got Where's Ashton in the building, and
Where?
he just so happened to be
Yeah.
here at the BeeChougie Podcast. I mean,
World renowned
the world-renowned
traveler of all seven seas.
traveler of all travelers,
of all seven
Ashton
seas.
of all Tommy Johnson. So it's a good show. All right, so tell us more about what you do. We're going to start with the guru of accounting.
Well, if you want to go big, in the last 5 years, we helped bring in $23 million in funding for small minority-owned businesses.
Girl.
The people with the lowest of the voices, the less of the
ones that don't normally get
resources.
it.
Right, the people who don't normally get it.
That's a big
I
flex.
got your back.
Girl, I hope you got mine. Because
Yeah.
guess what?
She's mine. I got back right here. Back. Fuck you,
Let
mean
me
back.
scratch that
Right
itch
here.
you got,
Your
brother.
back.
Let me scratch
Back.
that
Pull your
itch
back.
you
My
got.
back was
It's
there
a-
first,
like-
too. You know, like, damn.
Speaking of
Get
backs.
in the back of the line,
Yeah,
buddy.
like,
Be the
God
weakest.
Get to
damn
the
it.
back of the line,
God
buddy.
God damn it, Rosa Parks.
Something to scratch.
All right. So name a couple of things. Let's name a couple of those businesses. We won't get all into names.
Oh, right. I mean, we have Airbnbs, we have podcasts, childcare, construction companies, electrician. We have other tax businesses, insurance. We have coffee, lotions, potions, you name it. We have nightclubs and Caribbean food trucks, and we have travel businesses. We have people who like to be in their house starting homeschool co-ops.
What?
I wrote almost 200 business plans.
Damn. That is
And they bring
amazing.
in funding, my people. No copy and paste. I literally sit with you and get all the details. I learn the history of your company, why you're here, and I turn it into a compelling story. You know what I mean? One guy
Work
today,
it.
he's doing, right now I'm writing a business plan for a company who serves adults with intellectual disabilities, right? And
What you trying to say?
I'm not saying you the
It's
adult
like,
with the
no, it's
intellectual
like, no, I'm
dis-
playing. I know.
I'm trying to say that
That's
you
my
the,
field.
Right.
we all
Yeah.
got a little something going on in there mentally.
You
mental
know what I'm
health,
saying?
But
Yeah,
he
free-
said something interesting to me. He was talking about gun violence, and he just was like, it's over glorified. There's things happening in our community where they don't break it down. They don't tell you the impact it has. And I'm telling him, gun violence has a financial impact too, not just psychological, not just mental. It breaks down from young age, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12-year-olds. Them seeing gun violence affect their capacity to start businesses. It affects their self-esteem.
Because all they want to do is survive.
Working.
Right? It puts you inside this
Survival
mode.
Preach. Talk to him.
You better go ahead, girl.
She
go ahead.
working. You. Ooh.
I'm
you on-
sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You
Go
on
ahead.
fire. You working.
Go ahead. Go
I mean,
ahead. Go
come
ahead.
on, somebody shoot me right now.
Talk
Girl,
to, no,
no.
we don't want to shoot
Oh,
you. We don't want to
wait a
shoot
minute, hold
you. Leave the
on.
knives and the guns alone.
Hold on. Shit. Wait, this is one left.
BeeChougie on the
Non-violent,
microphone.
non-violent. I'm on my Martin. Now,
Hey.
listen, I know Martin wasn't shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I said
Damn.
it. But I'm on my Martin today. Non-violent. To put the guns away, we won't want. Let Aisha get hurt. No.
I got 10,000 businesses to go. I'm nowhere near my goal.
Damn.
My job is to contribute to as many business owners as
Damn,
possible.
you got 8 businesses?
I do. So can you get all 8 of those?
all 8.
Listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. All right, this is to my conscious community. Don't be looking at me weird. Don't be looking at me different.
Yeah.
I
I'm
want
gonna
you to
use
act
it.
different. I want everybody to grow.
No.
Act different when you get
Yeah.
money.
I'm
Do
gonna use it back into. I'm gonna pour back into
Yeah,
us.
they
I'm
go-
gonna pour
Right.
back in. The schooling is definitely number one. That
Don't
is
try to
necessary.
cheat it like Chuji Umar.
Don't do me like that. 'Cause
Yeah, I
my
mean-
school gonna get
Yeah,
open.
it's just- yeah,
Okay?
like don't be hating.
Yeah, my school gonna get open. I'm not gonna give me no Sukiyanas.
What's the name of your
No,
school?
whoever the male Sukiyana. The name of my school is gonna be called. I don't know yet. I'm thinking that it's just gonna be Conscious University,
Wow.
That's good.
K through 12.
I love her confidence. We got
Conscious
this.
University, K through 12, and that's what it is.
That's
Chuji
decent.
Conscious University,
So you want to know what's interesting?
CCU.
I knew Aisha since high school, right?
I know.
And the math teacher will always brag about her, Mr. Hall. So it's just good that you actually grew and developed something with those math skills.
You
and
knew she was gonna be like that, didn't you?
yeah. I can't even act like I did. Like she was in that shit. Yeah, I'll be coming from like halfway in the class
Right.
from somebody else's lunch. Like, I still was getting A's, but he was like, yo.
She the ball on the girl tip.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember this back in high school. I used to help people fill out essays. Do y'all remember that? Like those crazy questions with Hillary Clinton being the first Secretary of State and all the questions about world hunger and world peace, to get the scholarship for college.
Yeah.
You used to
started with that.
Yeah.
I made people get full rides to school. So filling out these grant applications is called transferable skills. We bring the same skill set to the grant writing world.
I love that. I really do. I've been trying to find a grant writer for so long. And it's so funny because you and Ashton are best of friends.
I know.
And I've been telling my dear sweet cousin Ashton
What?
I needed a grant writer for so long. I even came to you and asked you if you knew any grant writers.
Say.
But guess what?
Well, I didn't know that she does grant writing.
No, it's all good.
But now we know, and
she's
it's
in
all
the building. She's
swell.
locked in. It's swell, and we're gonna get this money. Okay.
Let's get this money.
All right. What about your book? You got a book. You're an author.
Yes, I'm an author. My book is available on Amazon. It's called We Stepped in Business. Now, the story is adversity, from adversity to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
I tell all the stories of the young Aisha Abdullah in my early 20s. I talk about the toxic friends affecting your profit, how to tell when people hate you, how to still find it within yourself without the lack of family support. People don't want to watch your kids. You got to be on SEPTA starting your business. You living out your car.
Girl.
I talk about all these adverse stories, and still at the end of every chapter there is a no nonsense guide how to pull your shit together and still work it.
So you got waist trainers for the mind in there.
Ooh,
that's waist trainers for the mind. That's mind trainers.
Wait, I'm bringing the waist to the mind.
Yes, girl.
Yeah. So you don't waste your mind.
That's right.
I should have bought a Honda.
Well. Yeah. We working.
Listen, I love it. Listen, that is awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have children.
I do, guys. I have 4 sons, and I refuse to see them blown away in the streets of Philly. Gun violence is overglorified. I don't play any games, guys. Let me tell y'all. These bullets are going in the size of a penny, and they're coming out the exit the size of a golf ball, the size of grapefruit. They are decimating bodies. We are minds and souls. We are flesh. We got to stop this, and we got to make sure that we give these boys other options. We got to make sure we are mentoring them and bringing them up positively,
Yeah, Dreams to Reality is about to be in full effect. I've had this nonprofit organization for 14 years now and haven't gotten a grant.
No.
Haven't got no money. Now here it is. People started their LLC in 2020. And they got
198K to nothing.
In 2 weeks. Like they had it for 2 weeks and they got all this money.
They just opened the water ice stand.
They just got
$500,000 for 4 flavors. Like it's crazy.
One flavor on that truck. One flavor. And they got all this money. So we definitely deserve it because I've been scratching out of my own account for starting basketball teams and cheerleading squads and all kinds of things for the community, and I haven't gotten a dime. So yes, Sister Aisha, we appreciate you.
Yeah, stimulating the economy.
Thank you for stepping on up. Exactly.
You just
that's the bag.
That's the stimulus.
So I appreciate you again. We got to bring you back up. You moved to Florida now. Your company is based in Florida now, right?
Yes.
Big baller shot caller.
Oh, we got multiple distribution sites, but yeah.
So where they can find you, like what's your websites? Where can they find you? If they want to contact you for your services, how do they reach out to you?
Well, AbdullahAccountingTaxes.com. You can scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says grants or business credit, personal credit. We have taxes. We do problems with the IRS. We help you get your money if they're still holding on to it.
Oh, is this right?
Yes.
To Ashton. This
Ashton,
is crazy.
it's like you're like co-hosting.
This is crazy.
We got a silent host.
We got a silent host. I got a silent cousin when it comes down to my hardships and goddamn, but it's all good.
Let me tell y'all the biggest problem that I've been seeing with our people.
Yeah.
It's their aversion.
They don't tell us enough. Go ahead.
That's true.
And they hide. distract people from us.
You
Go
do
ahead.
have to open up a book.
Yeah.
You do have to cut off a couple TVs and some, but it's
I don't
risk.
even watch TV.
It's risk aversion.
Yeah.
People are tired of risk because they don't want to lose their safety net.
True.
So, for example, I've heard girls or guys say, is it going to mess up my Section 8?
Shit.
You don't want to be on Section 8 no more. I couldn't wait to get mine up. I opened my first daycare. I called them. I said, listen, I don't need this no more. I didn't even get my first daycare check from opening my first family group daycare. And I called them, listen, I don't need this. Get us to somebody who need it. You don't want to be on goddamn. See, that's that mindset.
Yeah, that's it.
That's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
It's people who don't inherit things. I feel they are holding on to whatever safety net they think they have to fall back on.
Yeah, but
We need to
how?
give
I ain't
stuff
had
to
nothing.
our
I wasn't inherited nothing at the time. I just was inherited my mind,
And
I had my waist trainer on it.
Well, there's a chapter in my book called Inherent Risk, and I talk about the risk of being in business, and it's like an agreement we sign. When you read that chapter, sign the bottom of that page, because it means that you are signing up for all the risk involved and all of the triumph and the victory involved too. You
Yeah.
know, growing a business is a beautiful thing. You can send
Yeah.
your children to private school. We can travel all across the world. Every
Yeah.
year, our company takes a company trip. We're leaving for Indonesia in a month.
Oh, y'all better go in here.
Travelers
I
of the
bet you
seven
Ashton's
seas.
going.
You know
Yes,
Ashton's
Ashton is going.
I know he's going.
Yeah, you know Ashton. Yeah. You know you going. Stop, bro. He trying like hell no.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
With your fourth business.
Exactly.
Just paying for all of their expenses.
Uh-huh. Everybody be trying to figure out how Ashton doing it.
Yeah,
Aisha's how Ashton's doing it.
It's like
Aisha's how Ashton's doing it.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming. You have been a joy. We got to bring you back, even if we got to
Definitely.
do via Zoom, because I'm going to let people know the proof is in the pudding. So just like we had her up here today, I'm going to let y'all know when she put that to action, when she
Yeah,
put that pen to the pad.
When
and
we
get,
come back with our bag from our businesses.
yeah, when we glistening.
Yeah, come
Friend,
back.
what you get?
I'm gonna get me a iced out skinny big power chain. I'm gonna get a diamond grill top and a bottom. You know, I'm gonna get
No,
real
well,
country.
no,
As your
I'm gonna get real
accountant-
country.
As your accountant, it's my
You can't do that dumb
responsibility
shit.
to talk to you about the power of moderation. If you can live on 30% of your income, then you are a powerful person.
I
That
can
means
do
you-
that.
They're not trying to hear that.
I am.
No, you
I
can't.
want to hear that.
your
No, the old me
No, you-
wasn't.
No, your accountant is supposed to tell you to be modest. If
No,
you
I
got
like
one that's
that.
letting you spend, that's weird. That's not what we do.
No, I don't want. I want you
I
to
like
be on
that.
my ass about it. I'm
30%
not
of your
spending.
yeah,
Girl, I would look
30%
at
of
every
your income.
transaction.
Good. Damn.
I
Harry?
would look at every line.
Even Amazon.
I'll
God
look
damn.
at the Miss Star. I know what you've been doing. I see them OnlyFans, the men OnlyFans
Oh
accounts. Let me
no!
stop.
I wish I would. Damn that. Them niggas that now Amazon is a little crazy because it's on the palm of your hand and you can just order anything you ever thought about. Anything. Whatever if you thought about a magnet holster plastic doohickey, they got them on Amazon. You just type it in just like that. You're going to see 10 different versions of them, and you know. But all right, thank you so much. I ain't going to hold you no longer. We appreciate your time.
you.
We appreciate you. Everything that you're giving back. You are showing our people that we don't just have to be on Section 8.
We can
We
make
can
the
own our
whole
own Section 8.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can own 8
hotel.
sections.
Yeah.
We don't need
Condominium,
Section
a
8. We can
50-unit
own
building.
8 sections.
And be great.
There you go.
All right, have
I
a good weekend,
shall.
everybody.
Chef.
Yes.
Why
We
you
got
throw
next
Ashton
up.
under the bus.
No, Ashton needs. Where's that bus?
Nice
'Cause
to
Ashton's
meet you,
cool.
Aisha.
Nice to meet you.
Aisha.
Next up, we got IntuitiveJawn and B in the building.
So let's go
Listen,
to a little.
Somebody can bring their stool and sit it right
Yeah,
on the side.
bring
We're
that.
gonna go ahead and double bubble this.
Bring the stool right over.
We're about to tell y'all some things about yourself because you gotta know ya. The thing you gotta know about yourself is you.
That's yours. Oops.
No, she can take that.
Oh, take this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an amazing interview with Aisha Abdullah. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow her
Yeah.
and hit her up because she's the real deal. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,200 businesses, 9,000 to go.
Well, you can take mine off, so that makes you 8,999 more to go. I got 8, so.
Yeah.
All right, young ladies. tell us your names and where you're from. Somebody can grab that mic right there. Is that mic on?
This one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you prefer.
She got that one.
Musical mics. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody can use that one.
This one is not on.
Okay,
hello.
there we go. Yeah.
We got it together. Here we go.
I was
We
like,
in
baby,
here.
what is we doing?
I was like,
We
I
in the
don't know.
building.
There was 2 mics here.
We got 2 mics. All right, let's go.
Everybody good.
What's your name and tell us where you're from?
All right, y'all. Well, hey, what's going on? I'm B.
Okay.
Be Really Channeling. That's my brand. That's my business.
On the BeeChougie Podcast, by the way. Go ahead.
There
I'm
you
sorry.
go. Right. Alignment. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, a little bit about me. I'm a clairvoyant channeler, energy worker as well. I read tarot and angel cards. I also like to co-create products from spirit just for you guys for your spiritual practices. I also host meditations. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I host events throughout the tri-state. So catch me in New Jersey. That's really where I'm at. But I wanted to cross over to meet with you guys today.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're thankful.
All right. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Oh, I'm up.
Yes, girl.
Hi, everybody. I'm Atia, aka IntuitiveJawn. I am a seer. I read tarot, oracle, channel psychic messages. I'm also an herbalist, so working with plant medicine. I'm currently apprenticing with Sacred Path and Transcending Roots. I'm also a Usui Reiki master practitioner and teacher. So I've been teaching people Reiki.
Yes.
I was a previous science educator, but really what I am trying to do now is kind of broaden my scope and allow myself to kind of counsel and work my, magic in another way. So here I am.
I love it.
What's Reiki? Explain to our viewers out there, what is Reiki?
Beautiful. So Reiki is a Japanese, it can be Japanese, there's other forms of Reiki, but the one that I use is a Japanese practice of hands-on healing. It is used to do things like release toxins from the blood. It promotes deep rest and relaxation. It can help with energetic stagnancy. So the way I like to explain it, because I used to teach science, if we talk about kind of like the law of conservation of energy, right? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So if we talk about Reiki, basically we're manipulating the energy. We're allowing the energy to kind of flow in a new way. Reiki can be different for everyone that receives it, but basically the moniker is that Reiki goes wherever it's needed. So it's divine source energy that the practitioner is channeling for your highest good.
Yeah, so pretty much just like a third party, I too am a Reiki person or specialist, practitioner.
Yes.
I mean, I'm starting to get used to all these things. I have, like, this is all new to me in the last 3 years,
It's giving woo-woo, and we love it here.
I love it, But yeah, so it definitely is there, like, you're just acting as a
channel,
proxy.
a conduit.
You're like a proxy, right. So
Like
you
a
just
funnel.
yeah, that's it. That's
the
all.
energy funnel.
That part.
Channeling.
Yeah. So, and it's definitely a good vibe. Now, I do get a little lost when I first, became certified and everything. It annoys me how they push everything to different cultures because, we all are one. But I don't go. I don't know. How do you feel about
if
that?
we really talk about so the thing about the traditional method of Reiki that's usually taught is that it's derived primarily from Egyptian culture. So what Usui Mokai did is actually systemize the practice.
That part.
So energy healing is something that a lot of people can tap into, even if they don't necessarily become attuned to Reiki energy.
Yeah.
So I've had students who have already been doing energy healing practices without even learning, but they wanted to learn the systemized way just to give their practice some structure. But I feel like this is something that, if you can tap into your spirit and your consciousness, like, you can heal in a multitude of ways.
Absolutely. I agree. All right. So when did you get started with the Reiki? How long has it been for you?
For me,
Yeah.
I'd say so. I feel like many of us, we had that pandemic spiritual awakening.
Girl,
I had
I did.
always been spiritual. Like, my grandma was always like, you don't have to go to church to worship God. And I was like, period. That's how I feel. So
I wish my grandmama said that.
yeah,
I wish my
grandma was
said
definitely a portal to my spiritual awakening. I will say that for sure.
that. Yeah.
For sure.
I am a pandemic conscious being. It shook me out of the sleep that I was in, and I woke up kicking and screaming like I was in a nightmare. I was like, oh hell no, what? And then you start seeing everything. And then it's like some of the shit you wish you could turn off because you see everything. Like, damn, I was in the same room at the same time, and this was here, and I didn't see this before for 10 years, 100 years.
It's the programming for me. Okay, but that's a whole nother.
All right, so how about you?
Well, I've been practicing Reiki, and I've learned that when I was 18. I'm 30 now, so it's been a long time. Officially getting into it, since we're talking about the pandemic, that's really what hit me too, to kind of start like, let me do this full time. I was like, all right, Spirit, thank you for the heads up. Like, I was at a 9-to-5 for 6 years in the title business, actually. So very different kind of how we started, right? We were in the doing the societal things.
In the Matrix.
In the Matrix, exactly. But there comes a point, I feel like, for me personally, where I wasn't feeling fulfilled anymore. You know what I mean? With doing the day-to-day. And not to say that I couldn't find where I was being helpful and being a part of what we need to be, or to help each other. Like, that was always my goal. I felt like ingrained within me. But when that happened, like, everything kind of switched over. Like, I have a daughter, she's 8 years old. Like, at the time, she was just getting into school at that time, like kindergarten, first
School
experience.
was ghetto then, guys.
Oh my God.
Oh my
the first
God.
experience
During the pandemic.
Oh, I can
1
only
out of
imagine.
10 don't recommend.
I
Okay.
can only imagine.
The very
because
first
it's crazy
experience, exactly, that she ever had was at home on a camera. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it was really at that point that I was like, you know what? I enjoy being a mother. I also enjoy being able to help people that I see. And ever since I was really little, I always knew I wanted to help people. Like, at one point, I wanted to be a doctor, because, like, I felt like if anybody, I'm like, if anybody's gonna heal,
I was a
or
hair
is gonna
doctor.
fix, or
Period.
okay, exactly.
Yeah, I was working on the inside. I was all on out.
Right. But get them edges off of life support. Okay. Get the edges off of life support. Okay.
Like, girl, if you look good, you feel good.
Get
Come
the
on, get your hair
AED
done.
for the edges.
Right. Self-care, okay? But it was, that notion inside of me that never changed.
Right.
And so finally I was able to like transition out of the workforce that way. And I, wanted to use my gifts, or use the things that I've learned over time. I've had beautiful teachers that I've met over the years, from me being a young teenager up to now, that always taught me, it's the student and the teacher mindset at all times, like even when I'm hosting classes, or when I work with other beautiful spiritual people who are using their gifts for the same good, constantly learning from each other. And so that kind of like brought everything about, and why I do what I do right now.
And you're good at what you do, because you read me at the festival.
I
And
did.
girl, too many people can't read me. Okay, they can't read me, but she reads. She read me very, very, very well.
So how do you like transition or start like tarot reading? Like, how do that, intertwine in your life? Is that something that you seek for, or was that something that somebody wanted to teach you? Like, how do that come about?
So for me, back in the day when I was like just young, growing up in general, I had like my own life story was like it was difficult, it was hard. Like for me personally, I grew up in Camden, like my environment wasn't the best. But as I got older, I always had, right, I always had
That part.
trying to move into a better lifestyle for myself and feel and heal through a lot of the traumas that I went through. So I've always been interested in the spiritual realm. Like, that's always been something that's been with me, knowing that like I have guides and angels, and like having that belief system and feeling like, I matter. I have people behind me, even if I can't see them right here. Like, they're giving me motivational thoughts. Like, I'm trying to keep my high vibration, even when I'm going through the struggle, or I have a lot going on in my life. So, I had that interest already, and I picked up a deck of cards when I was 17, and I didn't know what to do. I also grew up in a Catholic household, so first thing I picked up, I had angel cards. Oracle cards was my first deck, where, kind of delving into my own spirituality, what fit, what worked, what I felt called to do. And through that practice, like, I picked up more and more decks. Like, little by little, my collection like continued to grow, and I have like, I don't know, like 16, 17 decks now. And I eventually learned my tarot as well, just by practice. there's a lot of different suits in the deck of tarot that we use to kind of identify certain things, but it really comes down to your intuition too. You know,
that's what I was going to ask you. I was leading to that because I'm not big on it. You did use the cards for me, but I'm not big on the cards because at the end of the day, we have everything we need in us. But you did a good job with it. But I really think that is your energetic field that's calling on those cards.
Yes. Well,
you see what I'm saying? Like your higher self is bringing forth those, making that card be that card. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's why there's so many people who read, because what you're really accessing is the person's filter and their filter to spirit and how they communicate the message with you. And that's why you'll work with different people, because the message will resonate differently.
Right.
I just like to say that the cards help me tune to your radio station. Okay. Because half the time I'm looking at the card like, baby, this not on there, but let me tell you about this.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I like that, you know, I don't think that for real that we need these things. I do feel like they tools and it's fun. It's a good tool, but y'all are able to tap in without anything because the shit that you were saying was like literally on point from start to finish. You know what I mean? And I'm not big on them on the cards, but you was 100% right all the way down the board.
And
you know,
I'm glad. Like, so what I would say too is that I never take like responsibility for like what's coming through these cards, right? Like I am just a channel, and I feel like parts of that is just going through what I've been through and then doing my own healing that I could clear away the noise. Because that's another thing. I try to say the same thing. You know, it's within all of us to really be able to do this. It's just that we weren't given the tools at a young age to know, okay, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going through. This is what's in this energy field that's mine. And then when we come across other people, you know, being able to clear out the static of what's yours and what's the other person, then you can kind of filter. And that message is, you know, they come through for you guys.
And allowing yourself to trust yourself.
And trust.
Because there's adults that don't. They be like, they come to me and I'm like, baby, you already knew this. Okay? Baby, you already knew this in your soul and in your spirit. You just paid me to do something that you already your intuition already told you this, honey, but you needed me to confirm it, and that's fine. But, you know.
I want to ask y'all how y'all feel about the crystal ball, you know, at your highest energetic state, at your oracle priestess highest state, you know, do you believe that it was people that energetically was able to look inside of crystal balls and predict futures, or do you think that's like myths? How do y'all feel about that?
I don't know.
I kind of have an opinion on that kind of. So I think part of that is a little bit of myth stuff, just a little bit, like where they think it's like we're fortune tellers, or like if we're looking at this crystal ball, like, you know, there's this thing, it's very connected at all times. So like there is a truth to the crystal ball. I feel like, you know, a lot of times we can look into it and receive messages, especially like if you're very sensitive visually, or you're very, you have the clairs, or what you like to say clairaudience, clairvoyance, and you have sensitivities that are strong. We can use that as a modality.
As a who?
Modality. You know what a modality is.
No, I mean, I know. Remember, you talking to the people, so to make sure they heard that. Because some people,
modality is.
No, some people might be like, "Who? I hear that." That's a word you make sure.
It's you know, it's when the mood is at a modality. You know what I'm saying?
Period. But I feel like some of it too is like, sometimes y'all really, like, not y'all, but like some people really want the performance of it. They don't believe that you're just channeling a message.
That's true.
So the crystal ball is like, here, let me act like I'm looking in this drawing, but for real, the message is off the dome. Hey, it's blah, 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 blah. And then the person's looking like, oh, this is in the crystal ball. You know what I mean? But like facts is that like you're just really just channeling the message directly from spirit.
Do either one of y'all feel anything? Could y'all
I knew you.
Could y'all read my good brother?
You was anxious, my good brother. He was like, the whole time. The whole time he was like, I'm so anxious they about to read me.
Yeah, I felt it too.
I felt like, don't be trying to read me. All y'all felt me was like, don't be trying to read me.
It's okay though.
Don't be trying to read me. That's all.
We heard
so, you know, only thing I was asking was, what's my sign then?
See, this is my wait.
Part of the
this
performance
is a pet peeve of mine.
about.
Right. Y'all want us to be show ponies. Like, I'm going to come in here with, like, the whole garb and wearing stars and have my hair wrapped up and all that bull crap. But no,
AC
like
boardwalk.
right. When's my birthday?
Today
What's
your
my
birthday?
sign?
Oh,
You know
I
what
thought
I
you
mean?
had to-
What's
Nah,
tomorrow's
I'm
lottery
There's 12
number?
of them
Right.
Johns.
Spirit don't give those kind of messages,
Yeah,
okay?
man.
It's the things channel for your highest good. So,
All right, so we're
Right.
feeling. What do you have in your heart that you might want a message that you might have for the good brother? Either one of y'all.
right now, really what I'm feeling is I feel like there's some anxiety that's holding you back from taking a leap of faith right now.
And confidence.
And, yes,
Having some confidence.
But it's all in your mind because I feel like you have
Yes.
all the tools you already need. So I feel like I need you to just lean in and understand that you know what you know, and allow yourself to do that because you've been
breathe.
blocking your own self.
And say those good things to yourself that you would say to other people because you're also the kind of like I feel energetically you're the kind of person. I'm just saying you're the kind of person.
And we don't know you from a can of paint.
I just came over the bridge.
Right.
I just came over the bridge.
through. My sisters came through.
Look.
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, I'm gonna let y'all wait.
It's all right, family.
Y'all
It's all right,
cooking?
family. It's all right, family.
She know I be trying to let people read me. And she trying to be smart.
No, man, go ahead. Yo, that was all right. Look, go ahead. Y'all finish or y'all still going?
Well, okay, just that last piece is that I feel like you're the type of person that like you have a lot of compliments and a lot of goodness to give to other people. So make sure you give that to
Meaning?
yourself. Okay.
Why you call
Okay.
yourself what? Crazy names.
What?
I'm slow. I'm this. No.
Throw it away.
No.
Throw it away.
Don't say that.
Okay. I'll do my best.
You got this.
All right, we
you
put
got
you on
this.
Yeah. Hey.
Right.
Yeah, I know, but
They raised me next to alleyways, man. It ain't my fault. All right.
It's annoying. And all you gonna say is don't they always just blame the black man.
Yeah, you know. I don't even
Listen.
touch the back of my hands because they light skinned.
I take offense to that.
Right. Oh my goodness. They came up here and they gave it to you, huh?
Yeah, they did a good job. You know,
Real
what I
quick
mean?
and easy too. Like just it was just a little of this and a little of
Well,
that.
you know what? I will say one other thing too, though. A part of that is because you're open. You're open to receive that because
Yes.
I've had that. And I'm curious to see if you've had it. The experience that if someone is very closed to that experience or hearing the message, it may not even come through. Like I'll shuffle the deck 10 minutes, like it won't come through. Like
And it just don't be hitting like that. Like they be looking like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, if you're not open, baby, then why you come here?
No, that's real.
Right.
That's the energy. I mean, that's that energy filled. Like half of them don't even have. I'm gonna just leave that alone. That's a whole nother show.
Mic drop on that.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes you searching for for the soul, to dig into the soul to see what the soul is missing or in need of hearing, and it's NPC. But yeah, so anyway,
So y'all have
Not
another
the
question.
NPCs. I called somebody that last week.
Look.
they are here, and
They're
are
here,
alive
right.
and kicking.
Flipping the same omelet in the kitchen every day,
Over.
baby.
They
Okay.
Clone Tyrone is a documentary. I go ahead and suggest that you watch it. I'm telling you, if you come back and tell me, oh, that movie was boring or corny, you might
Maybe it's you that's the problem. Look in the mirror and see if it's you that's the
I
problem.
want you to look at that mirror and say, I am
Oh,
an
shit.
NPC. Listen, we love them too. But anyway,
Yeah, I want to know something else.
okay.
So, how do you ladies feel about one, alchemy, and two, astral projection?
I love astral projection.
Same.
It's just a beauty. It's so funny because like I led a meditation today talking about like surrender and letting go, and I feel like when we allow ourselves to just like have that deep state of like understanding that we always are supported and that we can release, that's when the real downloads come in. Because for real, everybody is psychic.
Yeah.
Like every single person. Even
It's
you,
clearing the mess.
even you,
Clearing the
friend.
mess,
Okay,
that's
even
right.
you. But it's just like again, it's clearing that mess and just letting go. And I feel like with alchemy, it's like a lot of times it's the patience and willingness to like integrate the lesson.
Yep.
Like, am I going to allow myself the stillness to move through this energy, or am I going to keep letting the noise of the outside world block me from learning the lessons? Because a lot of times the integration doesn't happen, the alchemy doesn't happen because people don't sow the down.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I
just
mean?
stop the
They
noise.
don't allow themselves. They're like, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm da 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 da, and then they just get to this point where like they never can. Because half the time it's like you learn the same lesson over and over. Spirit put glitter on it.
Yep.
All right, now we put a bow on it.
Yeah.
Now we put a little razzle dazzle. Like it's
Yeah.
the same thing over and over again. But it really is the integration that allows you to not have to keep reliving the cycle the same way.
Yeah, I don't want to come back and do this all over again. I already had my mind made up. This was my last time being a loopy. I don't know how many times.
I'm awake. It's
Yeah,
over. I'm here.
it's it. You know, I don't know how many times. That's why I say I don't judge people who is still under the.
Yes.
Because
That's okay.
I don't know
That's
how
okay.
many times I had to come down here before I finally was able to wake
Right.
up. I'm
Right.
very grateful for being able to wake up this time around. You
Yeah.
know, but I can't, you know, hold my nose up to someone else that's still sleeping.
Right.
It's just not their turn yet, you
Right.
know, and I get it. It's all good. But yeah, that's an awesome thing. The astro planning, I only astro project in my sleep. You know, this brother has astro projected in real life. I mean, I think the sleep world may be the real life world. I don't know, because this is the upside down world. I know we're being beamed in from a star system of
Baby.
some sorts and all kind
All
of
the things.
shit.
Right.
However, when I'm in my dreams and I'm flying, since I was little, before I became conscious, I would fly in my dreams and I would have fun flying, but I hated landing because it made me have that feeling in the pit of my stomach like I was on a roller coaster ride every time I landed. So I would just be like, damn, I'm flying all night because I didn't want to land. I didn't want to feel that feeling. So I'm like, oh shit, I'm going down, go back up. So I spent so much time way up in the astro somewhere that I never got a chance to enjoy it up until late. As of late, I've been able to say, oh shit, let me see what neighborhood I'm in. You know, but now I'm getting infringements. Now that I'm not afraid of that feeling was what was used for infringements for all my life, and now that I'm not in that fear of that feeling anymore, I got a new infringement, which is turning all the lights out on this bitch. Because every time I'm like looking around to see where I'm going or what I'm doing, I saw my body on the bed the other night, and I'm like, bet I'm out. And as soon as I get outside, everything's pitch black dark. I can't see in front of me. So, you know, and I've been saying I don't give consent to infringements in my dreams and things like that. But there's something, because this is more about you guys, but I'm just give it up real quick. I'm trying to get control in my dream world, because as above, so below, as within, so without, and all those good things. So I know that if I can control it there, then this is a cakewalk here. So I'm on a 21-day watermelon only fast, and this is to get the flesh out, because I've been eating seafood for the past 7 years. I don't eat meat and things like that, but I eat fish and crabs and all that. Trying to get the flesh out completely and see if this will help me tap in, you know, raise my frequency a little more, being so I'm not a casket, you know, I'm not being used as a cemetery anymore. And maybe this will help me to, you know, get spiritually connected a little better. My frequency get a little higher. What do you ladies think about that?
I know I do all kinds of things for like spiritual protection while I sleep, just to kind of protect my aura. I've done things like set the intention of closing any portals with Reiki. I sleep with amethyst, like a giant cathedral by my bed, kind of for that psychic protection. But I feel like, you know, I feel like a lot of it is the intention and just allowing yourself to not get too wrapped up in the deeper, denser energies. Because I feel like sometimes people like overstimulate themselves with it, like, oh, it's the evil eye, it's the this, it's the that. And it's like, baby, focus on what you're trying to make more of, not what you're trying to avoid. So that's kind of my 2 cents about it.
I like your 2 cents. You got 2?
You're like, it's still in quarterly. It's still in quarterly, not 2 cents.
That was 25. I got a quarter.
So kind of similar for me, actually. Amethyst, that's my favorite
Yes.
stone. So I have
I got
amethyst
clear
with me,
quartz. I
too.
got to switch to amethyst. I've been using
That's
copper.
purple?
No,
Purple.
the
The
amethyst is purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I've been using clear quartz wrapped in a copper wire, and it do help me to lucid dream better.
Mm.
Yeah.
But when it came down to the infringement, maybe I didn't have it under my pillow that night. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Amethyst.
So amethyst crystal, that's my thing too. It's always intention for me as well. Like I work really well with energy. I feel like everyone has their own specific kind of gifts too, or like gifts is just meaning like their higher sensitivity, right? So my higher sensitivity is with energy, and so in that case, like intention work, even with like moon energy, like we just had a full moon in Aquarius. That energy was like,
Like 2 nights
to
back
me.
to back.
And we're still kind of in that energy a little bit. So around this time specifically, I'll make sure I really double down on like my intentions.
Yeah.
Like I want to protect my space and all of that. And
Right.
I personally, I don't astral project. I haven't ever done that. But I do lucid dream. So that is kind of similar.
It is.
You know, when it comes to consciousness, when you're underneath,
Yeah.
you know, and you're sleeping. But the other thing is like, we are like being worked on too in the dream
I
world.
know.
So when
I
we're
know.
there, you know, if you have like darkness in your dream as an example, or there's something specific going on, you know, that could be something you're working through while you're in your unconscious state, and that you could still be bringing that lesson.
So it's like
with
the bridge
you.
is still being built. So when I'm looking around to go which way I'm gonna go, it's like, nah, not yet,
You're
grasshopper.
not ready. Like maybe there's something.
You
there.
gonna rob a bank, bitch. We know what you gonna do.
No way.
I mean,
I'm gonna be in there like, well, they won't be missing this being so I'm invisible.
You're like, and that's how I get that grant money I was looking for before.
right?
So-
We need that.
I'm
We
be
need
like,
that.
well, Aisha can't do with the grant, buddy. They gonna
Right.
be like, nah, I'm gonna have the police, the dream police there to get me when I go back to sleep.
I mean, I would say too, with trying to work more closely or more consciously
Yeah.
in your dream world, you know, dream journaling is really, really good to do. That's a practice that's nice to start. I imagine with it, astral projecting as well, you could probably record, you know, anything that you remember. That is something
think
for
about
you
it.
there.
Yeah.
Even if, you know, you are very conscious. I think because you're conscious, it makes it even bigger for you to really look into that in your waking day. So, you know, maybe that's a little helpful, but you know.
So do y'all believe
kinda
that
what I
we
do.
wake or sleep with right now?
You could tell me anything, and I'll be like, I could
I'm here
rationalize
for the
that.
vibes.
Sleepwalking. We
Rationalize
sleep
that.
talking.
Right.
We
I
sleep
mean,
talking. Some people do sleepwalking. We sleep talking.
we sleep talking.
And I think too, like we're multidimensional beings. There's that too. So
Absolutely.
even being awake, what we consider awake right now, there's still connection outside of where we are here.
Yeah. Well, do you want to tell them about your astral projection experience, or you don't want to?
Well, yeah, well, it's kind of weird how I get there, but anyway, when I get around water, I only did it once, and when I get around water, I'm a Pisces, right? So I
Baby,
like,
y'all is
Okay.
the natural psychics.
Okay.
The
Like-
water signs are the natural psychics.
Yes, he is. He been telling me about everything since.
But the thing is, y'all don't believe how deeply connected y'all have
Yeah.
to let go to believe how deeply, because you'd be like, I already knew that, and I'll be like, I know you knew.
I was gonna say, but that's when we let the mind take over. You don't let the mind take over.
That guy. Go ahead, tell him because we got 5
so,
minutes.
All right, so when I'm out there, I like to call myself the water god, and when I'm the water god, don't let her she laugh, man. When I'm the water god, I'm an energetic being. I don't got no bills. I don't got no problems. I don't got nothing to do with this earth. Like, I'm the water god. Follow the drip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Is that a t-shirt yet? Is that a t-shirt
You
yet?
get a
Well,
puddle.
we did,
Is that
it was a couple concerts.
I'm dead serious.
But that's not it. And they got the Skinny Big Papa's flash drive,
Yeah,
$10.
make sure y'all get
Follow
one.
this dress. Make sure y'all get one right there. But anyway, so I put my hands in the
Saying.
sand, and I was just breathing. I was breathing like I'm energy, I'm energy, I'm energy, I'm energy, and then I just start like leaving out of myself, and then I'm looking down at me like on the ground like an Indian and stuff. And I was like, oh shit. And I start getting scared, and then the motherfucker like, yo, I gotta get down in this. I thought I was gonna die and shit, you know what I mean? I
be
ain't gonna
thinking
lie. So I was like, I ran down there right fast, and then I jumped up like, oh shit. And I'm like, maybe I scared myself out of it. But I'm gonna go back to the beach and be the water guy. And it's like I can run real fast too. Like on the soft sand, it's like I don't know what it is. But I don't know if I be tweaking. I don't even be high. I don't even be high, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a lot.
No,
Because that's a whole. I mean, that happens.
Can I
too.
say something real quick though? Real quick about you saying that you were saying energy. You have so much power in your words. Because even you saying that right now, I could feel that energy from here.
Yeah.
So that's exactly that kind of power you can use when you're in that realm too, and you want to have more control. You want to like continue that practice in your real life too. Continue that practice
because you were in like
an
an active state of meditation. Like that's basically what you were doing. Like people don't realize that you can actively. I know. You can actively meditate. Like it's not like a monk all the time. You know what I mean? You were in an active meditation. That's what allowed your spirit body to let go.
Yeah, it was intense.
But you know, that's deep because that's the whole point is being able to leave this vessel. When you leave this vessel, you can ascend. You can go. Like we're trapped. The archons or whatever got us. They hold on to our organs and they got us trapped in these vessels, these bodies. Yeah. And so when you can get out the body, when you can travel through the crown chakra and leave.
Oh yeah, it's one point I did leave out. I heard voices. It was it was like, this is your world. I put this world here for you. I was like, for real?
Is it like a freestyle? It made it sound like
I was like, for real?
Songish. I was like, this is a freestyle?
I was like, for real?
Damn, don't call it a comeback.
Let me get back down there real quick though, cause like if it's my world, let me get back in my body then.
This was a good show. I think we at the end point. We got to bring y'all back.
I would love it.
We got to bring y'all back. And next time I have some elderberry wine for you ladies and all that.
Yes.
You know,
come on, mutity together. Okay.
Yes, you need to make what you made me the other day.
I got you.
I don't know what that was.
The sea moss lemonade.
The sea moss.
That's
what
I'm talking about. It was delicious.
I cannot listen.
All right, so sea moss lemonades.
I'll take
on
it.
deck.
Yes.
Thank y'all so much for coming through. We'll be back
Peace,
next
love,
week like we never left.
chooginess.
Up next, Toucan and
Clock. We're ready, yo.
You better let them know.
Yeah, Yogi.